What's up, guys? Paul Thayer here with another comic book review, and on this episode, we're going over Transformers Issue 1 by Daniel Warren Johnson. Daniel Warren Johnson is an absolute killer artist, killer writer. He's done Do a Powerbomb, he's done Wonder Woman Dead Earth, tons of great stuff, and we're diving into Transformers 1 today. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Right when you get into Transformers Issue 1, it's kind of making this comparison between our military, someone being lost, and Optimus Prime, being sent to Earth and being lost. And we're hearing like, Dad, wake up. We're reading. And you turn and it's this kid Spike trying to wake up his dad. His dad's at the bar drinking all day. And to the right of them, there's a woman that's saying, a fighter jet came down from space shaped like a box. And they're like, sure, Jerry. So we're already brushing off that people are starting to see Transformers exist, or the Autobots or Decepticons, but it's just hearsay right now. And he's basically trying to tell his dad, he needs to move on with this loss that he has that we see on the first page, if it's his brother or whoever it is. And, his dad, he's already drinking, he's going to work, bad influence. And he's like, Dad, wait. He's like, eventually you're going to have to grow up, Spike. And he's like, and be like you. And he's just disappointed. And they're off. And Spike was waiting for this girl, Carly, who's an artist. She has her car all decked out, super cool. And they're going on a little adventure. And they're really bonding about, their experience, what's to come in the future. Like, he wants to go to Berkeley. She wants to go to art school. She can't afford it. And she's like, you got to tell your dad. You got to tell your dad. And they're sharing this moment. And as they're sharing this moment, boom, they fall through. And they fall through and they uncover a secret ship that was crash landed, and they're inside the ship. It's an absolute beautiful shot, beautiful detail of this mountain and the ship that's in. And then we get another great splash page of Optimus Prime and Starscream. All these people clearly had a battle, and you see an aircraft incoming as well. And the aircraft comes in, and you don't know who this is. It's a white Transformer, and he's trying to figure out what happened. And he's starting to wake up all the Transformers that are knocked out. And the first one he wakes up is Starscream. And Starscream now reveals that, hey, you're Jetfire. Like, thank you for Jetfire for choosing your side. And he starts blowing apart Bumblebee's face. So we're already a couple pages in, and Bumblebee's already dead. And Jetfire's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And Starscream doesn't care. And while he's yelling at him, this is madness, he goes, exactly, because these are evil people. Well, evil robots. They're Decepticons. And he starts blasting Jetfire and takes him out. And as he's about to finish him, Optimus Prime wakes up and gets him with a huge clothesline. So like I said earlier, Daniel Warren Johnson did Do a Powerbomb, which is a wrestling book. He's a big AEW fan, big wrestling fan, and he incorporates it in here. We already got a clothesline, and then he picks up Starscream for a German suplex. So that's really cool. It's super awesome. I love his art style. I love everything about this book. And Optimus Prime notices the humans are there, and he's like, get behind me, small creatures, instantly showing that he's a good character. Like, he doesn't know what these things are. They're aliens. He doesn't know. And he's like, I'm going to protect these people no matter what. And that's why Optimus Prime's the GOAT. And Ratchet wakes up and gives a big boot kick right to Starscream. And they're all battling. So now Decepticons are waking up, Autobots are waking up, and they need to get out of there. So they stuff all these people inside this truck, and Optimus Prime makes a run for his blaster and gets taken out. And then he notices that Bumblebee, who's his best friend, has his face blown off, and he's crushed. He doesn't know what to do. He's holding Bumblebee. He's mourning for his friend. And then Starscream comes behind and says, look at this fool, mourning over the weakness of them all. Like, quickly getting him from behind and gonna end him. And it looks like Starscream's about to beat Optimus Prime. And Spike and Carly say, let's push the gun. He's like, we don't know if we can trust him, Carly thinks. And he's like, let's do it. And he gives him the blaster, and it gives Optimus Prime enough time to escape and fight back. And he's like, I have no choice. And he blows up the computer system that was reviving all the people, and he gets out of there. And they're trying to chase after him, and they get out of there just in the nick of time, and they're off as Starscream is trying to fight them. Jetfire makes an escape as well, and him and Starscream are battling in the sky. Super cool stuff. Like every single page, you can tell the detail is immaculate. Put so much work into this, and I'm pretty sure Mike Spicer is the colorist, and he does a phenomenal job as well. I wonder why they always work together. And they get back to this hidden base, and or like a place where they could recoup. And Optimus Prime's like, we have to heal him. We have to heal him. Like, Jetfire, come on. And, you know, Jetfire says, I'm sorry that I failed you. He was basically on a 100-year journey to trying to find a new place where they could live and, you know, grow their species. And in that 100 years, you know, there's Autobots, Decepticons, there's a war, and he didn't know. And he says, I let you down, and I'm sorry, and dies. And we're starting off in like a very different world for Transformers. You know, the heroes are down bad. And now with this system blown up, Starscream, I keep saying Starfire. Starscream is saying he's the leader of the Decepticons now. You're not even allowed to say Megatron's name, and they need a new power source. So he's at one of these, you know, electrical towers, and he's trying to rip everything apart. And who's there? Spike's dad and Spike's dad's boss. And it shows how different and violent this is. Starscream grabs the guy and starts squeezing him to death, and you get this crazy squish. Like, crazy high stakes. Like, it's a different type of comic for Transformers. It's never been this violent. The action's off the hook. You know, they're getting into that hand-to-hand combat stuff, which I love. Overall, I think this is a 5-star book. I did end up picking up the first 6 issues of the series when it came out. So if you guys want to see more, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment that you want to see more. I want to know what you guys want to see. We're doing polls on Twitter. We're going to be reviewing more books based on that. But otherwise, we're going to be diving into more issue number 1s. Now, hey, since I still have you guys here, I am also the creator and writer of Project Nemesis. In the year 2090, a speedster named Crimson Pain eliminates all the heroes in existence. So the government makes a super enhanced team called Project Nemesis to fight off the rebellion. It's super action-packed. There's no multiverse or do-overs. If you want to check out an indie book, I highly recommend checking this out. My store is right over here, projectnemesis.com, and you go from there. But, you know, guys, it's been a great time talking to you. I love how these videos have been getting a great response, and we're going to continue to do them. So I'll see you guys soon, and I'll see you guys next time.